On to the headlines.
Beep, scan and believe. The consumer's verdict on product transparency. From brushstrokes to barcodes, how GS1 is helping artists sell big. Going viral for the right reasons. How digital media is powering traceability awareness. The javelin's journey. How an ancient weapon became a modern sporting icon.
Hello and welcome to Traceability TV News, your source for the latest updates on global traceability and safety concerns. I'm your host, Lilia Minoki. Water is gold in Africa. From the bustling towns to the quiet villages, every drop is precious. But do we really know where our water comes from? How safe is it? Well, thanks to traceability, we no longer have to wonder. Just grab a bottled water, scan its code, especially one from GS1, and there you have it. You get instant access to details about its source, quality, and even its journey to your hands. It's giving water a voice. Our reporter is on the ground to show us how this works.
A simple scan is all it takes to turn an ordinary water bottle into a story of origin and quality. With GS1 barcodes, consumers can now trace their water back to its source, check safety certifications, and even verify its authenticity. This is a game changer, especially in regions where counterfeit bottled water is a concern. Businesses are embracing it, and consumers are loving the transparency. Knowing exactly what you're drinking, now that's making every drop count. Regis Regina, Traceability TV.
Imagine walking into a supermarket, picking up a product, and instantly knowing everything about it, where it came from, what it's made of, and even leaving a review with just one scan. Sounds futuristic. Well, it's happening now. Consumers are demanding more transparency, and businesses are responding by upgrading their barcodes. GS1 standards are making the shift from traditional linear barcodes to advanced 2D barcodes, allowing shoppers to access a world of information beyond just the price at checkout. But how are the consumers reacting? Our reporter has the scoop.
That familiar beep at the checkout is getting smarter. With GS1's 2D barcodes, consumers can now scan products with their smartphones and unlock a treasure trove of details such as nutritional facts, sourcing information, and even authenticity verification. Gone are the days when a barcode was just for pricing. Now, it's a gateway to knowledge. Many shoppers say they love the ability to make informed choices, while companies are embracing the change to build trust and brand loyalty. Retailers are already rolling out the new system, and if the buzz in the aisles is anything to go by, this is the future of shopping. So, next time you hear the beep, go ahead, scan and believe. Ronald Reagan, Traceability TV.
From trending hashtags to viral videos, digital media has become a powerhouse for awareness, and traceability is no exception. With billions scrolling through their phones daily, organizations working in traceability have a golden opportunity to educate, engage, and inspire action. But are they making the most of it? Experts suggest that traceability organizations should fully embrace digital platforms and collaborate with media channels like Traceability TV to amplify their message. And let's not forget the Tracker magazine, an online platform that already is shaping conversation on transparency in business. Our reporter takes a closer look on how digital media is changing the traceability game.
Social media, online publications, and video platforms are driving the traceability conversation into the mainstream. Whether it's a viral clip explaining product authentication or a Twitter thread exposing supply chain gaps, digital media is making traceability relatable and accessible. Take the Tracker magazine, for example, an online publication that covers global traceability stories, brand visibility, and industry insights, giving businesses a platform to showcase transparency.
So the Tracker magazine is an online platform that brings to you compelling stories in regards to traceability, general business stories and also global business issues. So mainly what we do in the Tracker magazine, we highlight to you stories about supply chain, and we also get to bring to you the understanding of how the products used on a daily come to the table, while also highlighting the general key business trends. So our main aim is to, inform, inspire, and also educate and connect our audience to the ever-evolving global economy. So to get hold of our insightful stories, visit www.thetracker.media for more stories.
Meanwhile, Traceability TV is bringing real-time updates and investigative stories to audiences hungry for accountability in supply chains. Experts argue that if traceability organizations team up with digital media channels, they can create a movement, not just a message. After all, if you want to get people talking about traceability, you need to meet them where they already are, online.
Wild animals are a precious gift of nature, painting our landscapes with beauty and balance. From the towering elephants to the swift cheetahs, these creatures are an irreplaceable part of our ecosystem. But with the rising cases of poaching and illegal wildlife trade, their future hangs in the balance. Conservationists are now turning to high-tech solutions, traceability, and tracking to outsmart poachers and secure the wild. Our reporter takes us into the heart of the action, where technology is putting criminals on notice.
Poaching has long been a game of cat and mouse, but now the tables are turning. Here at Wildlife Reserve, rangers are using cutting-edge tracking systems, GPS collars, RFID chips, and even satellite surveillance to monitor animals in real time. With traceability solutions supported by organizations like GS1, every tagged animal is a step toward ending the illegal wildlife trade. Rangers receive instant alerts when an elephant or rhino moves into high-risk areas, allowing for rapid response. Even seized ivory and animal parts can now be tracked back to their source, tightening the noose on traffickers. With poachers running out of places to hide, the message is clear: wildlife protection just got smarter. Janet Zalani, Traceability TV.
We're now taking a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more news updates after the break. When you buy fish, you want to know where it comes from, its quality, and ensure it is as fresh as possible. This requires everything to be done correctly from the start, placing huge demands on processes to ensure proper identification and labeling. The label provides crucial information like the date, quality, and origin of the fish. Global standards from GS1 are used for identification, with the box and its content identified by an SSCC and a JITIN, while the palate is also identified with an SSCC. Additionally, a GLN is used to identify where the fish comes from, where it is shipped, and where it is sold. By using GS1 standards, the fish can be traced through the entire supply chain, all the way to the consumer. African governments have made little progress in ensuring that products, whether imported or locally produced, circulate with full transparency, and the consequences are devastating. In South Africa, preventable cases of child deaths have linked to contaminated porridge, while in West Africa, vaccine-related fatalities continue to raise concerns. The lack of proper traceability systems means unsafe products are slipping through the cracks, and consumers are left vulnerable. Experts warn that it's time for Africa to act, especially in critical sectors like healthcare and retail. The solution? collaboration with global traceability organizations like GS1 to implement internationally recognized standards. Our reporter has learned why global standards are the missing piece in Africa's fight for safer supply chains.
The problem isn't just about unsafe products, it's about the absence of structured policies that prioritize traceability. Countries that have adopted GS1 standards are already seeing improvements, from faster recalls to enhanced consumer safety. But in many parts of Africa, fragmented supply chains and weak enforcement continue to put lives at risk. Traceability ensures that every product has a digital identity, allowing for real-time tracking and verification. Experts argue that the solution isn't just in technology, it's in making traceability a policy, not an option. Governments need to work with organizations like GS1 to create laws that mandate transparency in trade, healthcare, and retail. Without action, Africa will continue to pay the price for gaps in the supply chain. Ronald Reagan, Traceability TV.
Art is more than just colors on a canvas. It's a language, a time capsule, a story passed down through generations. From ancient cave paintings to modern masterpieces, art has always been a bridge between cultures, history, and identity. But in today's fast-paced digital world, how do artists ensure their work reaches the right audience and tells the story beyond the gallery walls? Well, the answer lies in a little barcode making a big impact. Our reporter takes us into the world where art meets innovation.
Imagine walking into an art gallery, falling in love with a piece, and with just a quick scan of a GS1 QR code, discovering the artist's journey, the inspiration behind the masterpiece, and even its authenticity. That's the power of traceability in the art world. With GS1 standards, artists are now able to create a digital identity for their work, ensuring buyers and collectors get verified information at their fingertips. No more second guessing if a painting is genuine or struggling to find out an artist's backstory. Just scan, learn, and appreciate. Artists embracing this technology are finding new ways to connect with a global audience, turning brushstrokes into barcodes and creativity into commerce. Janet Zalani, Traceability TV.
Welcome to Visibility Sports News. I'm your host, Rick Angetao. Once a crucial tool for hunting and warfare, the javelin has transformed into a premier event in modern athletics. With deep roots in ancient civilizations, this spear-like implement has evolved from a weapon of survival to a test of speed, strength, and precision on the global sports stage. We take a closer look at how the javelin's journey through history has shaped into the iconic event we see today. Our reporter has the details.
The javelin story dates back thousands of years, when early hunters and warriors relied on it for survival and combat. Over time, the Greek introduced it into the Olympic Games, emphasizing both distance and technique. As civilizations advanced, so did the design of javelin, transitioning from heavy wooden spears to today's streamlined aerodynamic moderns built for maximum flight. Beyond its ancient origins, the sport of javelin throwing has seen incredible athletic achievements, with record-breaking performances pushing the limits of human capability. From legendary Olympians to rising stars, competitors continue to redefine their skills, carrying forward a legacy that blends history with innovation. The journey of javelin is a testament for the evolution of both sport and human ingenuity. Regis Regina, Traceability TV.
Wrestling, one of the world's oldest and most enduring sports, has stood the test of time, evolving from ancient battle techniques to a celebrated Olympic event. With a history spanning thousands of years and cultures across the globe, wrestling remains a powerful display of strength, skill, and strategy. We take a deep dive into the origins of this historic sport and how it continues to shape the modern athletics.
Wrestling's legacy dates back over 5,000 years, with depictions of grappling found in ancient Egyptian tombs and Mesopotamian carvings. The sport was a key event in the early Olympic Games of ancient Greece, where it symbolized both physical prowess and discipline. Over the centuries, various cultures developed their own wrestling styles, from Japan's sumo to Mongolian's boch, each preserving unique traditions while embracing the core principles of the sport. Today, wrestling remains a defining event in global competitions. From the Olympics to collegiate and professional circuits, modern wrestling has evolved into distinct styles, including freestyle and Greco-Roman, each requiring a mix of strength, agility, and technique. Yet, despite these advancements, the essence of wrestling remains unchanged, a raw and intense contest of skill and endurance that connects the athletes of today with the warriors of the past. Rinta Luther, Traceability TV.
And that wraps up our news bulletin for the day. Stay tuned for an informative documentary on tracing giants, the role of traceability in elephant conservation. As always, I've been your host, Miriam Minyoki, and this is Traceability TV.
Majestic, intelligent, and deeply connected to the land. Elephants are the gentle giants of Africa, but their survival is increasingly threatened by poaching, habitat loss, and illegal trade. Could traceability be the key to protecting them? Elephants face a crisis. Decades of poaching have devastated populations, and illegal ivory trade continues to thrive. Despite the efforts of conservationists, tracking and protecting these creatures remains a challenge. One of our biggest challenges is knowing where these elephants are, where they've been, and ensuring their safety. Without reliable tracking, protection efforts are severely limited. But what if we could change that? Traceability is all about visibility. If we can track products across global supply chains, why not apply the same principles to protect wildlife? Imagine fitting elephants with tracking devices, allowing conservationists to monitor their movements in real time. With GS1's traceability solutions, the Kenya Wildlife Service could have access to data that helps secure protected areas and prevent human-wildlife conflicts. By using traceability tools like RFID tags and blockchain technology, we can create a digital footprint for every elephant. This would make it easier to track them, identify threats, and respond quickly to potential dangers. Traceability isn't just about tracking elephants. It can also be used to combat the illegal ivory trade. With product serialization and barcode technology, we can verify legal artifacts and stop black market transactions before they happen. Customs officials, using traceability tools, can detect and intercept illegal ivory, preventing it from entering global markets. By integrating traceability with conservation efforts, we create a future where poaching has no place. If we bring technology and conservation together, we can secure the future of these incredible animals. Traceability isn't just about business, it's about responsibility. By working together, we can create a world where every elephant's journey is known, protected,
and valued. Support traceability in conservation. Protect the giants of Africa.